Welcome to this installment of the Retirement Number series. This week, we'll see what happens if a couple of Big Four accountants earning $320,000 a year asks me how much they need to retire. I'll show you my answer and how I get it. And don't worry, it's actually an answer, a number that starts with a dollar sign. Let's get started. If we haven't met, my name is Alex Rezzo, and I'm a CFP, CFA, and CPA whose day job is helping clients of my firm, Andante Financial, with all things investing, retirement, and personal finance. In this video, I'll show you how I would help a hypothetical married couple that we'll call the Turners calculate their retirement number, which is the term I use for the amount of savings I recommend someone accumulates by their desired retirement age. Over the next couple of minutes, I'll show you the many facets of the Turners that all use to calculate a personalized retirement number that reflects their aspirations, their concerns, and their unique selves. Although I'll list all those inputs, I'll move through them quickly and hold back most of my commentary to keep this video on the shorter side. If you want that type of longer commentary, feel free to check out my previous video on this series with an example of attorneys earning $480,000 a year. It's linked in the description below. But back to this example, let's dive in and get to know the Turners. As a basic snapshot, Mr. and Mrs. Turner are both 40 years old with no children. Mr. Turner is an ex-Big Four accountant that now operates his own freelance accounting business, while Mrs. Turner is currently a senior manager at her Big Four accounting firm. Together, they earn a combined $320,000 a year. Looking ahead to the Turners' aspirations, we start with their desire to be able to retire by age 60. To fund their desired retirement lifestyle, we estimate they'll want to spend around $150,000 a year in today's dollars during their retirement years. We got that figure by benchmarking from their current spending rate of about $130,000 a year and adjusting it for specific post-retirement lifestyle factors. Next, we turn our focus to the Turners' concerns about the future, making sure we incorporate their degree of caution into the retirement number assumptions. For Social Security, we decide to plan on the Turners receiving an annual benefit of $38,000 in today's dollars, starting at age 62. This estimate reflects their projected benefit of $54,000 under today's rules, applied to a 30% haircut out of caution for the possibility of benefit reductions for high-income earners like themselves in the decades to come. For investment income in retirement, the Turners are less conservative than most and would like to plan on assuming a 7.5% annual return from a portfolio of 60% stocks and 40% bonds. For estimating inflation, the Turners are more conservative than most and would like their retirement number to withstand average inflation of 3.5% throughout retirement. Finally, since all good plans come to an end, the Turners establish what I call a backstop made up of two components. First, they decide to plan on maintaining their full spending level until age 90. Second, they decide they would like $1.5 million in leftover assets at that age for hedging longevity risk and funding charitable bequests. And with that, if we step back, we can see we've learned a lot about the Turners. With all this info, we can now calculate a retirement number that's truly personalized and reflects their aspirations and concerns. So, what is the Turners' retirement number? Based on all the facts and assumptions listed here, their retirement number is $2.3 million in today's dollars. Based on this example, that means if the Turners were 60 years old today and wanted to retire right now, it would cost $2.3 million to spend $150,000 every year through age 90 and raise that spending by 3.5% each year. Now, to reiterate, this is a highly personalized estimate based on the specific scenario we discussed for the Turners. If we change any of the underlying facts or assumptions, we need to change the retirement number. For example, on the investment income assumption, if the Turners were more risk averse, less allocated to stocks, and estimated only a 5.5% return from their investments, the retirement number grows to $2.9 million. Alternatively, if we reset the investment income estimate but adjust the Social Security assumption by raising it to $54,000 by removing that 30% haircut, the retirement number drops to a flat $2 million. In practice, I see clients receive a lot of value from using a retirement number as a goal to track progress and adjust as circumstances and concerns change. But in all honesty, when I work with a client, this exercise is just a tiny fraction of the work my firm does. If you're curious what happens when the real work begins, Stick around for my closing thoughts to see what that can look like. Beyond just financial planning services, Andante Financial spends most of its focus on elevating the bar for investment management that clients had previously become accustomed to. For example, here's a snapshot of 3 advanced investing strategies that Andante Financial could orchestrate together for a couple like the Turners. First, we could direct index their portfolio to a benchmark or ETF of their choice, but personalize their diversified holdings to exclude any covered entities that their Big Four employer may prohibit them from owning. Second, we could deploy a technique called smart asset location to bifurcate their holdings so that the highest dividend securities are held in retirement accounts, leaving only the lower dividend securities in their taxable accounts to reduce dividend taxes without reducing dividends. And third, my favorite, we could implement robust tax loss harvesting across their diversified holdings throughout each year to seize tax alpha opportunities whenever they arise, instead of just waiting until the end of the year when many may have disappeared. If you'd like to learn more about these type of techniques, hit the subscribe button to stay up to date on the latest for everything investing, retirement, and personal finance. And of course, if you want one-on-one help with those type of things, you can always schedule an introduction with Andante Financial by visiting our website. So until next time, it's been a pleasure, as always, and thanks for watching.